War has always been a part of history. Many people see it as a tragedy that brings death and destruction. But war has also been the cradle that gave rise to kings, to great heroes whose names are forever written in human history. In this video, we'll explore some of the greatest emperors in history, men whose brutality was beyond description. Alexander the Great conquered Persia, Greece, Mesopotamia, and even parts of India. Genghis Khan built his own empire, stretching across 24 million square kilometers, covering 16% of the world's land. And Qin Shi Huang, called the Eternal First Emperor, unified all of China. So take a deep breath and join Athen as we journey back in time to witness both the glory of history and the suffering brought by war, right here in today's video. First, Alexander the Great. Alexander the Great. He was born in 356 BCE and died in 323 BCE. Though he lived only 33 years, he is remembered as one of the greatest kings and generals of the ancient world. Alexander was the son of Philip II. Philip was Greek, but he ruled over the kingdom of Macedonia. He was known as a great king and warrior, yet he spent little time governing. Most of his life was devoted to conquest, leading his armies to fight new wars. In modern terms, he was truly a man of war. Before his death at 33, he commanded countless victories, built an empire of more than 5 million square kilometers, and founded about 20 cities that carried his name. After uniting the Greek city-states, Alexander conquered Persia, including Asia Minor, Mesopotamia, Egypt, and India. Sadly, his life was cut short only 33 years. Records say he fell ill after a banquet, slipped into a coma, and died 12 days later. Afterward, his successor Ptolemy took his body to Alexandria, Egypt for burial, but his tomb was later moved, and to this day, Alexander's final resting place remains a mystery. Second, Napoleon Bonaparte. He was born in 1769 and died in 1821. He became Emperor of France, known as Napoleon I. Napoleon was born on the island of Corsica, into a noble Italian family. In just a few decades, he rose to worldwide fame as a ruler, with brilliant military talent. But he was also controversial for crowning himself emperor, ending the French Republic, and restoring slavery. During his reign, he ruled France and conquered much of Europe. His rise to power is one of the most dramatic stories in human history. To Republicans in France, Napoleon was a natural-born leader. He quickly climbed to the top, thanks to victories in Italy and later in Egypt. By 1799, he seized power and became first consul of France. He soon proved himself as a remarkable leader, maintaining military dominance and carrying out major legal reforms. These reforms, written into the Napoleonic Code, strengthened the ideals of the revolution. By replacing outdated and inconsistent feudal laws, Napoleon even managed to secure peace for a time by defeating Austria and holding back Britain's forces. His unstoppable rise peaked when he crowned himself emperor on December 2, 1804. History now remembers him as one of the greatest generals of the 19th century. Third, Genghis Khan. Standing alongside Alexander and Napoleon, Genghis Khan was another ruler who shook the world. Born in 1162 and dying in 1227, his birth name was Temujin. He united the tribes of Northeast Asia, and in 1206 founded the Mongol Empire. From 1206 to 1227, he ruled as Great Khan, becoming one of the most influential figures in history. With sharp strategy and ruthless brutality, he was both a wise ruler and a fearsome general. He struck fast, conquered quickly, and showed no mercy. Under his command, the Mongols swept across Eurasia, expanding their territory and trade routes. At its height, the Mongol Empire covered 24 million square kilometers, 2.5 times the size of modern China, and 16% of the Earth's landmass. With over 100 million people under its rule, too many nations especially in Central Asia, Eastern Europe, and the Middle East. Genghis Khan was the face of terror. It's estimated that his armies killed more than 40 million people. Yet Temujin also had unique qualities. He rewarded loyalty and ability rather than family ties. He demanded total obedience, but shared war spoils with his soldiers. Instead of slaughtering defeated warriors, he often absorbed them into his army. This made his empire stronger after every victory, because conquered people often became loyal subjects. Fourth, Emperor Augustus. Historians often call Caesar Augustus the greatest emperor of Rome for turning Rome into a wealthy and powerful empire. His name even gave rise to the month August. Born Gaius Octavius in 63 BCE, he died in 14 CE and became Rome's very first emperor. The Romans never imagined that the laurel crown of victory would rest on the head of Augustus, a young man under 19, with no military genius and even a weak body. Yet within just 15 years, he defeated all rivals, united the Mediterranean world, and ended Rome's long civil wars. He wasn't a gifted speaker like some leaders, nor a great thinker with brilliant ideas, but he had the ability to bring together different lands and cultures, starting a golden age that lasted 200 years. Augustus used every ruthless method to seize supreme power, but once he held it, he became modest, hardworking, and forgiving. He turned into a moral model and the embodiment of justice. He built the Roman Empire that ruled the Western world for 500 years. Fifth, Pharaoh Tutankhamun. Ancient Egypt was one of the greatest civilizations, leaving behind massive monuments, artworks, and world wonders like the pyramids. Among its rulers, the most famous is Pharaoh Tutankhamun. He was born in 1341 BCE and died in 1323 BCE. He ruled during the 18th dynasty of the New Kingdom. Tutankhamun became king at 9 years old, ruled for 10 years, and died at only 19, earning the title of the Boy King. His reign is remembered as a golden age. Though short-lived, he was trained as a warrior, and his tomb contains 6 chariots, 50 bows, swords, shields, and daggers. Paintings in his tomb show him riding into battle, bow in hand, his chariot crushing enemies beneath its wheels. Though no great wars took place in his reign, he carried out a major reform. In his 3rd year, he ended the religious changes of his father, restored the worship of Amun, and reinstated privileges for the priests. He even changed his name to Tutankhamun, meaning living image of Amun. Unlike other rulers, he was not a great conqueror. His life was short, and his achievements limited, but he is remembered most for his tomb, with its treasures, mysteries, and the famous curse that still fascinates the world. Sixth, Qin Shi Huang. Across thousands of years, China saw 24 dynasties, and 494 emperors, but only 4 are remembered as the greatest: Qin Shi Huang, Han Wudi, Tang Taizong, and Kangxi. Above them all, Qin Shi Huang is honored as the eternal first emperor. He is also the most famous worldwide. Born into 59 BCE and dying into 10 BCE, he became China's first emperor. He is remembered as both a tyrant and a visionary. Confucian historians wrote of his 10 crimes to describe his cruelty, but Western historians often see him as one of the most extraordinary leaders in history. After unifying China's warring states, he built a vast empire, laying the foundation of modern China. The word China itself comes from Qin, the name of his dynasty. Most famously, he ordered the building of the Great Wall, one of the world's greatest ancient wonders. In your opinion, is there any king who was even more cruel? Let's discuss it together with Athen in the comments section. And if you find this video interesting and useful, please give Athen a like and subscribe to the channel to enjoy more exciting videos coming soon.